Yeah, well,
Fantasy trail.
could be
Welcome to
better.
the fantasy trail. It's our 10th year fantasy trail. I'ma say it loud and clear. Fantasy trail. Welcome. Let's go. It's fantasy trail. You know the flow. League rules. Got advice for people all around the globe. I know you need it. We got it. We'll talk about players on all the teams, all the players. We'll talk about them.
Mike, it's a special
Bills,
Thanksgiving
Bills,
opening, too.
Vikings, Cowboys, Browns, Panthers.
Really?
Everybody, welcome to the fantasy
That
Yeah,
gave
you
Jay a little bit of a look where I don't believe that.
You should have heard the line about you being a turkey.
Isn't it now? It's like, yeah.
Now, join us every Wednesday.
And this is the Fantasy Trail where Mike can still not hear the music. I am Matt, along with
I'm in a different room here. I've got nothing for you in my son's room.
Yeah.
All right, special guest. Special guest. Bring it up here, man. No, you got to stand in front of the camera, dude, if you want to be on. There you are.
Hey, buddy.
Future,
What's up, Ben?
future member of Boone Trail Fantasy Football. I think Parker's in. I think Vin's in.
There we go. Legacy teams.
I
There
like
we
it.
go.
I like it. Wouldn't that be cool if there was like a whole other league of like legacy and then, eventually we'll die out, and that one takes over the actual Boone Trail?
That really got dark quick.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like super.
You think
cool
you're going to be here
or-
forever, JT? Think
or
again.
What?
I think we only have 3 kids old enough to really run in themselves in it, if that.
I think we're getting there, man. I think we're getting there. I give him a couple years. Vin, grab that door, okay, man?
Second cousin.
Second cousin. Oh, I got it.
Love it.
And Haley will be in.
I think they're all being eventually.
All right.
What do we got here?
are
How
we
you
looking
feeling,
at,
boys?
I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good.
You got work tomorrow.
I do have work tomorrow.
I can't believe after the week you just had in fantasy and having work tomorrow, you're feeling good.
They don't give you guys Wednesday off for real.
Well, I mean, I only get Thursday off, and then I have to. I take whatever time I want off.
Okay. I understand that.
Look at this guy.
Real fancy,
Man.
man. Well, excuse me. I make my own time. I'm working on the golf course here.
All right, boys. What do you say? What are we talking
What
about
are we
here? We have
looking at
lots to cover.
All right, let's let me pull it up.
Who are we looking at?
Let's start with your game, JT, because I do believe you had the high score.
It's only the first time since week 1.
Whatever.
Your hunt move looked pretty good here, Jay.
Height move. Oh, hunt move. Sorry.
Hunt. I mean, Najigma's been great all year. Your hunt move looked good. Big game from Cook, despite all disappointments. Jay, solid performance from your team, man.
Yeah, I made a switch at the last minute. I took Watson out and put Hunt in with the news that Pacheco wasn't going to play. Wasn't entirely sure. Got a little lucky on the touchdown dependency, and they just ran the ball like crazy. Mm-hmm. He didn't exactly have the greatest day. He had a ton of carries, 30 carries for 100 yards. But yeah, my bench sucks. So it's a good thing the guys I put in did well because there isn't much reinforcement help there until Evans comes back. So great week. Certainly what I always hope for. JSN was awesome. Quarterback, a little bit of a disappointment. Rachel put up a really good score, though. As much as I was thrilled because I gained a lot of points on people, I really thought for a while there I was going to put up more on Rachel. And then Devonta had a great night for her on Sunday night. And
Antonio Brown. I mean, just a guy who's underperformed for her all year.
AJ Brown?
AJ Brown. I've done that before, haven't I?
Couple times.
Okay, good. This is starting my trouble with names.
Yeah. And she ended up with almost a 140. So as much as she, I'm sure, was disappointed to see my score be so high, her score was great, and she picked up on some of the people in the league as well. So not a bad week for her considering there was a loss.
And the one that she's most disappointed by is that little bottom score adjustment on the bottom.
Well, sure. I mean, it's a double hit. It's a double hit when it's your team you're rooting for.
Very disappointing.
Yep. Plays a nice little role. But, yeah, I mean, I just scored touchdowns. Last week I was mentioning I put up a pretty good score without a single touchdown other than from my quarterback. And then this week it was nonstop. Cook had one, JSN had two.
Yep.
Henry had two, Hunt had one. Like, it was just.
And Jay, and you made the correct choice at quarterback. Any him and Han there?
No, there wasn't, because the Rams defense is so good and the Cincinnati defense is so bad. I honestly was disappointed with the Pats only getting a 17, going against such a horrible secondary. But I think their offensive line is pretty beat up, which is great in real life, but a little more struggle for them as a team going forward for me as a fantasy. But I'm a little worried. I don't know. I got a bye still for the Patriots in a couple weeks, and now it's like, oh boy, my Bucks quarterback has a sprained AC joint. All
right, and that could be, and you're saying that bye could be right at you getting into the playoffs or not?
Yeah, it's not this week; it's next week. So it becomes incredibly important. But yeah, got a lot of potential moves based on my garbage bench. So we'll see.
All right.
We'll always take it, though. It was a fun Sunday. I haven't had one of these in a very long time, so I will happily enjoy just watching the points roll in.
All right. Got next, Matt?
Next up, Mike, we have you losing to Casey. This battle.
Was declared game of the week.
One versus
far
two,
from it.
And he absolutely crushed you. 101 to 153. What happened?
Just my big guys just didn't show up. Look at the top of that lineup, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible. Jefferson, I was hearing some statistics and it has to do with Justin Jefferson and the Vikings and just exactly how bad McCarthy's been. And when you really look at it, he's actually been good for 2 quarters. Beyond that, everything a disappointment. Nothing from Taylor. I mean, come on, man. Nothing from Diggs, who I know you're going to say, I don't like him, but I mean, has put up some decent numbers.
He has a concussion, though, right? He's out this week, most likely.
Who, Diggs?
Diggs? I don't see him.
No, JJ.
No.
McCarthy, you mean?
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant Jefferson.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, but I mean, that means they start that Brosner guy?
or whatever, and I think that might be better for him. I think that might be better for Jefferson. I mean, it's been that bad with McCarthy, man. There's one of the ones that I called from the beginning that I was just not hot on. Just an all-out disappointment here. I was him and Han a little bit about the Walker versus Dobbs and who to play here. It's not that it made a rat's tail bit of difference.
Yeah.
Parker's ready to kick him to the curb, that's for sure.
We're that mad at him already.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to tell Parker on that pick. It wasn't a hot one for me, but he didn't like it.
So now, JT, looking at Casey's team,
yeah,
better pickup. JSN for you, Pickens for Casey.
Oh, boy. I would say Pickens just because JSN, I think, was supposed to be a little better. And Pickens
got him in the 5th round.
6th round, actually. He got him in the 6th. And I mean, I think people thought Pickens was going to be fine, but not great. I think JSN, even though he is the number 1, averaging 23 a game, which is amazing. Pickens averaging 20 a game, I think, is more of a surprise.
My bigger surprise is just Dallas's offense in general. I know they're not a great team. I mean, somehow I know this one hurts a little bit, but the Dallas offense has been just a lot better than I ever would have imagined.
Yeah, agreed. So I'm going to go Pickens there, man, because of the surprise factor, and he got him 3 rounds later.
It's a good pick.
Yeah,
because I mean, look at the guys who we got as a result of it. That's why he has Amon-Ra. That's why he has Kyron Williams.
Puka. But no, man, no. Casey's team is really tough. I hate to say it. It's just
and he's got, look at his bench. Even your boy Mike Hunter Henry, but Myers suddenly looks a little better in Jacksonville. Thomas out. Shakir had a good game. Mooney good game. Pacheco comes back next week. I hate it because Casey's got reinforcements.
He does. And that was one of the things that we threw shade on, and it just looks like it's coming through. I got to go hats off to him. So he got me.
Yeah, bad timing for you, Mike.
Very bad timing. And we're going to see in the playoff picture in a little bit here how exactly bad this can be.
All right. Amon-Ra put up 30, but that score is terrible when you compare it to Gibbs' score of a 55 for Colin, who takes down Michael Thomas, 148 to Michael Thomas's 96. But I will say he had 3 of the top 5 scores in the league, and he only put up a 148.
And with a zero sitting out there.
Two of those are his quarterbacks.
Okay.
Oh,
His bench quarterback. I gotcha.
But I mean, like with a 0 from Williams, it's still got the 148. The Gibbs thing is absolutely amazing. Not a team that I'm too keen on. I don't know what we're fighting for a bye position here, and this is not the team that I want to. He always gives me his best day whenever we do it. And with Michael, you just got to be disappointing, maybe hoping or keeping your fingers crossed that the Burrow thing that he comes back. I've heard some weird contrived situations where the Bengals win this division.
I mean, if I'm Michael, you're just going, I'm making a run and I get a week where I lose Jamar Chase for a stupid spitting thing, Harrison for an injury, Laporta goes out for the year, Godwin comes back, but he's barely playing. You know, it's just guy after guy after guy after guy going down. And all of us suffer from that. And if I remember correctly, Michael's already lost a couple guys for the year for injury. Just look at that starting squad. I don't think he could have felt great. There's nobody there that you're really
start looking a little bit towards the bottom of the lineup, and it looks pretty beyond Chase Brown. It looks pretty rough, man.
Yeah, and I mean, even Chase Brown, he's the number 16 running back, and he was drafted, pretty high, 21st.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that he would have actually been that high, but I mean, sure.
Doubt it was higher than that. So Michael's just had a brutal year. He started to make a little run here. He's not dead, as you'll see in a minute, but that one hurt. The loss and a really low score of the week. Low score of the week. Yeesh.
Yeah, that's he needed the points.
And Colin had a similar situation. As much as we saw Michael getting hammered, look at Colin's bench. He loses number 1 receiver Drake London. He loses number 2 running back Josh Jacobs. Quentin Johnson out, and he's got 3 quarterbacks. Goodness, it's the reason you have depth, and Colin has had a lot more depth throughout this year. Just part of that is Michael just having bigger injuries, I guess. But man,
I'm going to move off Purdy on this one. I don't think I'm keeping him for long, but
honestly, like Jacobs not playing probably helped Colin in the long run.
You're saying that he's healthy.
Wouldn't have done much.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it sure helped you. We're going to get to this one. I don't know whether I should talk about yours during the game or during the offers report.
Either one, buddy. Either one.
Right,
Although, I will say,
I'll hold comments.
Don't we love Jameis Winston?
He's an interesting character.
National treasure.
You get the full experience every time. It's the picks, it's the sacks, it's the trick play, it's the bomb touchdowns, it's everything.
I mean, I just really hope. I hope he works. I hope he's able to work for all 3 networks, so we can watch him. So we can watch him on
and Amazon too, right, man?
On Sunday and then Monday night.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the biggest disappointment if I'm Michael is if you give Gibbs a, let's say a pedestrian game of a 15, Collins still wins.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
All right.
By 50 points. Okay.
Next up, second highest score of the week. Take down Joel and Parker, 152 to 121.
Third highest. KCB
Talk about it, Matt. Big game from Janiti. Big game from Rice.
Didn't want you to be feeling too good.
The Wilson deal. What in the world? Let's hear about it, Matt.
Look, I picked him up, and there was a good chance he wasn't going to play.
Yeah, there was. You really had to take a risk there. It was a bold but smart move.
Yeah.
I like it. I like you putting your chips on the table, Tamal. That's all. I really do. I like you putting your chips on the table.
I'm talking a little bit about.
You're not going to make too many other moves.
I was talking a little bit about it in to begin with. Lamar letting me down though. Like if I get a average Lamar score of let's say a 15, I mean I'm in a much better spot.
Points wise as we get into the playoff picture.
It's better, but you're still in trouble.
I mean I am. Look, Goddard. I mean he had a couple big catches.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Jennings might get suspended, but
well, what did he do that made that guy so mad?
Who?
So Jennings is the one who got hit in the junk that got the guy suspended for a game. What did Jennings do to him?
I don't know. He said there was stuff going on, but I don't know if
I haven't heard that
might
part
need
of the
something
story
a little
yet.
bit more than that.
Yeah, I mean that guy wound up and really
he was side-eyeing me. He was
right in the Johnson. I mean, just hammering. It was horrible.
I didn't see the play.
It's not great, buddy.
Not great. You're saying not something I need to look up. No,
I mean, for just downright. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sure. Check it out.
So here, with Joel and Parker, Wandell is looking amazing, but rough start with Allen on.
Just don't even. Awful.
Same thing.
Well, not worried about
always, Tamala. It's their flex. Yeah. They have no flex. They drafted great at the top, and that's why I've told Parker like this is where you need to help your mom. So if you're going to take over this team, you've got to be able to make some better picks later because he cashed out in the draft. He was done after the first 5 rounds. Yeah. And that's where their team.
That's where, and I think that Parker should maybe at least listen to the show where you do your analysis and your draft recap. Because I think what you'll constantly find is that up at the top it's boom or bust, but the real gems are coming afterwards.
100%.
But okay, but I think where you also have to talk to Parker is they have an open bench spot right now.
Yep.
They have. Coleman, who's been is he benched?
Yep.
Healthy scratch.
2 weeks in a row.
2 games.
Well, they were using the term benched last week for some reason. It went from healthy scratch to benched with Coleman. I don't understand how it's not healthy scratch. He wasn't dressed for the game, and he wasn't hurt.
Yeah.
Healthy scratch.
They got things that need to be done. He's got to fully take over. I think there is the learning curve. It is something where he follows very closely. I think playing in his own fantasy league with some buddies is going to help. But it comes down to he needs to figure out how to be a little more of a person with maintenance and then how to draft in later rounds.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
So.
All right.
Good win for you tomorrow, though. It kept you alive here, buddy. Kept you alive.
Yep. Last matchup. And this might have had the biggest.
Yeah.
This ended up being the game of the week.
Biggest impact on the playoff picture. And that is Brian beating Jake 112-105. So a low scoring matchup.
Yeah. Brian had the 4th lowest score, but won.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disappointing up and down. Nothing is great here.
Although, you know what? Jake made a game of it with the Rams Sunday night.
Yeah, 21 from them. Just brutal QB situation for Brian. I know he was worried about that, kind of going back and forth. Had a bye, didn't really know what to do. Didn't necessarily make the right call this week, but he's got 3. It's tough to touch decision when you've got those. But Brian's got a lot of reinforcements coming back. This win was so huge for him. If he gets Irving back, which it looks like, Brian Thomas back, if he makes the QB switch and gets, Seattle in there, Waddle comes back, Debo comes back. It's like for him to win this week is just life-saving after the 5-game losing streak.
And for Brian, just to clarify, before this week, I thought going into the week you made the right quarterback decision. I know it's easy. It's very easy for us to look back on it and say, well, Darnold scored more, but I think you made the wisest choice at the information that you had. That's all. Yeah. You don't think so? Love's been bad.
They both been so up and down. I just the opponent looked a little easier. As much as Minnesota has not been a good team, Minnesota has a fairly good and blitz-heavy defense.
All right.
I don't know.
All right.
Tough call. I'm not going to pretend I would have known what to do myself. Tough call. Always sucks when you got somebody on your bench that does better. I know it quite well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But like you said, he's getting reinforcements. I did find it interesting, and I didn't notice it until just, as we were going through the games just now. Everyone in the league got the 5-point bonus except for the 2 Gallaghers.
Interesting. He really well. It's interesting. I'll tell you this. It is interesting that he went with the Raiders this game.
Yeah,
playing his team, and I don't know. Maybe at least like that hope in the back of your mind that Shador could be your guy.
Tomorrow, I think it also might behoove you to understand there are 3 Gallaghers in the league.
Oh, #burn. Tomorrow, you lost the game.
Second time you've gone with 2, and it should have been 3.
You lost the game, Matt.
Sorry, Colin.
I did.
You got the points, buddy.
Did Colin get the points? I was going to say.
Yeah, Colin got the points.
He sure did. If I'm Jake, though, I'm just crushed. He's been on such a riding high. He gets a bad week against Brian.
Just
he catches
terrible
Brian
up
in a brutal
and down.
bye week. I mean, Jake had his tough hits, too, with A-Chain being out and Gadsden being out, and he was back and forth on a couple of play moves and was crushed by the DJ Moore thing, who's not been very good, but of course then explodes the minute he puts him on the bench. Just exactly the opposite of what he needed.
Mm-hmm.
The 0 from Addison is just insane. Kamara leaves hurt. Pierce does nothing. Judy does nothing. Like, just issue after issue. That's just been the exact opposite. He's been on such a roll.
Yeah, Addison. Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible.
All right. You know what time it is. Offer report.
Now, this is, I think, an interesting one. This is an interesting offers report.
Your favorite.
All right. So I added Emmanuel Wilson, who absolutely worked out for me this week. It might be a 1-week rental.
Yep.
Very well.
It is.
Now I had bid 110.
Seems high.
Next closest was Colin with 40. Scarano with 25.
Not to say I didn't try. I just didn't think that people would pay that much money for him.
Now, why did I bid this much? JT, I was actually looking at how much money you had.
Yep.
And you had 110, and I had the tiebreaker over you.
Yep.
So
I didn't even put a bid in.
Yep.
He didn't put one in. That is interesting.
I was happier with Hunt, and he was the guy I was going to replace. And I was like, I'll just keep the money.
So I was thinking maybe originally I was thinking 65, and then
would have got it for you.
Then I put the bid in. And I'm like, I'm gonna cancel it. But then there's 3 weeks left.
Yep.
I forgot to hit the save button. And
I've spent $15. I can't keep it for next year.
Take it with you.
So
listen, I get why you did it. We're just the number was surprising. Normally we reserve $110 for a guy like Hunter Henry, but it's all good.
109. Hunter Henry was 109.
Sorry, excuse me.
All right.
Who was riding his bench? Listen, I get it. I completely get it. The number stood out just because of the tie, but I did not in any way bat an eye at what you did.
Yeah.
Even for 1 week, you're in desperation mode.
Yeah, I am in desperation mode, and it was one of those at the end, because people have lower amounts of money. I can kind of
you can start to play the game.
Push them around a little bit.
Listen, it's the same thing with Brian when he went after DeMarcado. I get why he did it, and I get why he put that much money in because if it hits, it's huge, and you got a good hit out of it. Most of us are going after these other ones, including me, after some big name guys.
It hasn't panned out.
You don't get it.
Really.
Yeah.
All right. Rachel picked up the Bills D for 9. Scarano picked up Brock Wright for 7. Casey picked up Jaguars D for 6. And an interesting thing with Casey is he dropped the 49ers quarterback, and I picked up Cam Little for $1. Why did I say Casey dropped the 49ers quarterback? Because on Saturday, Colin picked up the 49ers quarterback for $35.
And that was the only one. That was the only bid for it.
Yeah, Wilson was the only one multiple people were bidding on.
Well, Colin went for 35 for the quarterback?
They really thought that Purdy was going to go for that much, though. Like, is there something I don't know. He's had some pretty dismal stats lately.
What am I missing? Colin has 3 quarterbacks. Why would he pick up a third one for $35?
And then not play him? Listen, maybe if he used him for this week, I think I get it. But he didn't play him.
I don't know.
I mean, the Eagles have already had their bye.
Yeah.
The Giants do have a bye coming up.
The Eagles' offense looks like hot garbage.
It does, but are you telling me that you felt great about San Francisco's?
Would you? That's what I'm saying. With Purdy and his performance and how he's just been as of late, he's been terrible. Do you really think that, like, honestly, you play him over Hurts ever?
Interesting. I'd love to hear his thoughts on that. I'm sure there's a reason.
And Brian is saying that Colin wanted it because he wanted it, but I don't.
That's I hope that's what it was.
Just to piss someone else off. That one.
All right. So now, Michael Thomas, $11. Brian, $13. Jake, $23. Colin, $58. I have $74. Scarano, you have Rachel has 90. Scarano 91, Casey 94, JT you have 110, and Joel and Parker are the winners with 185.
That goes back to what Jay was discussing before.
100%.
Not to say that any of these picks have been great.
Yeah, or they're not necessarily long term. I mean, it's the same thing every week at this point until a guy has a massive injury. We're going off of like, he might be out 1 week, and that's
Tamala paid $110 for a week.
Yeah,
I mean, you're not playing it with Jacobs around.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Scarana, question from the audience.
A lot more than it was last year.
If anything, Rachel, it's been used, but it sucks. If anything, I think I'm going to gain some votes coming to my side.
You keep saying that and provide zero evidence as to who's coming to your side.
If anything, I think people enjoy it more this way.
You really do after you spend $110 for a week?
He got the guy he wanted, and there's no way he would have gotten it in years past.
Even with the one that just resets?
Yeah, I think that's the point. He would not have. I don't think there's any way.
Okay.
The bottom person would have had it, or whoever it was, and the odds of that being Tamala at this point in the year are not high.
All right.
With the injuries he's had, he would have had to pick up people.
I'm just saying. I think I might have a couple over. I think I might have. No. Brian, I haven't heard from you, buddy. Your DeMarcado one. Come to the dark side, buddy.
Mike, you keep saying I have all these people. I have all these people. All you're listing is all the people who already voted against it.
Well, there's only 2 people who voted for
it. All right.
Me being one of them.
Oh, we have an answer.
No.
Very good.
No to what?
Whatever you're saying.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah. All right.
And
Tamale, you ready to see some playoffs?
I am.
This is the most interesting part of the show. This part is fascinating.
Playoffs.
And you know what? I haven't seen this yet, but you know what, Brian? I do want to say thank you for the nice win, but I think I already know where this is going, and I am rooting for you to lose so bad.
I mean, I think a lot of people are rooting for him to lose at this point.
Yeah, your best hope, Tamala, involves Brian losing. Here we go, boys. Viewers at home get a little sneak preview before those that might be listening on the audio, as always, so I'll give them a chance to kind of take a look. I have the same old stuff with team standings, playoffs. I did 2 categories this year. What are they thankful for? Or excuse me, this week. And then let's talk turkey, which is just kind of the general status without getting into too crazy of the scenarios because it can get so wild, as well as the 2 remaining games there over in the last column.
All right, Jay, where do you want to start with this one? Do you want to just go?
I think we start at, same as always, we start at the top.
Okay.
Casey's win was huge. He was the 1 seed. He stays as the 1 seed. What is he thankful for? Well, of course, he's thankful for auto draft. And I would also have to say he's got to be thankful for the Cowboys offense. The QB, Dallas, and Pickens have been just great for him. Not the only things, but maybe 2 that we undervalued. And he gets to do that with his own team. That's got to just feel doubly good. He is now locked in.
It's a homer.
He's locked in as a top 2 seed. He is not 100% in as the top seed. There is a chance that Scarano, you could catch him and
it's going to be tricky.
Points, but you'd have to win 2, he'd have to lose 2, and you'd have to pass him in points. So
50 points,
honest,
you're saying?
Yeah, you'd have to pass him in points.
It'd be tough. It'd be tough. 25 a game, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It happens. He's also top points. So I think he's in really good shape. He also gets to go against Michael, who's had a little rougher stretch here, only 3 wins. So if he does get 1 win, it's over. He's got the number 1 seed.
That Colin one could get very interesting.
Yep. Scarano, you are up next. You are thankful for Taylor's dominance, though that went away this past week. But he has been so good for you, and maybe a little surprisingly so. You currently have a 1-game lead over both of the Galloway brothers. You are holding on to the bye only by that 1 game. Thankfully for you, your points do look good. But your loss there really threw a little monkey wrench into your plans. Your bye was looking so steady.
I was almost to the extent of I was playing for a bye there.
Yeah.
Not completely, but very close, man.
Yeah, and Colin, I think, has a better chance of passing you than Brian just because of the points. Colin's behind you by 38. Brian's behind you by, I think, 675. But it is possible that either one could pass you if Brian gets a two-win streak here at the end.
It would be a lot for Brian. I mean, we're talking 200 points.
Yeah, I mean, I guesstimated. Okay. But yeah, it's good stuff. You're in the playoffs more than likely. It's almost impossible for you to fall out, but your bye lead is a little more tenuous than I think either of us thought.
Very much so.
Yep. Colin in on wins number 3. He's got to be thankful for Gibbs. That freaking explosion, unbelievable, saves the day, keeps him up with points. He is chasing you down. He's 1 game back of the bye. Points looking good as a backup plan. I think he's fine if he falls out. If everything catastrophically falls and he drops out, I think he still makes it on points, though. Who knows? But I think he's looking good. I'd say there's a very good chance he's in.
And an interesting matchup this week as well.
With him against Brian?
Yeah.
One of them's got to lose.
That's what I'm saying. Considering, okay, go ahead, Jay. I won't interrupt.
No, you're right, man. It's fascinating because one of them loses, and whoever loses, if Joel and Parker wins, they may be in a little bit of an interesting situation.
Then Colin, it goes to then we got points, then, right? I mean,
yeah, Colin will be ahead of him. Brian probably will not. So Brian really needs a W this week, but we're not there quite yet. Now let's get to Brian. Brian has to be thankful for the fact that he got a win. I know he had probably forgot what that felt like a little bit there after dominating start to the season, but here we are. Doesn't matter how you get there. He is in as the 4 seed right now. 1 game out of the bye. Only 1 game behind you, Scarano, even though he has the lowest points in the league.
We've been saying that Casey's been lucky. But I mean, like, to have the lowest points and to be right, I mean, potential a 3 spot.
So what's even crazier is it's not like he's had the lowest points against. He's 5th in points against. Mm-hmm. How do you have the lowest points in the league? You're 5th in points against, and you're 7-5.
So they're just all falling on the right days, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, and his argument is fair. He says, I had 2nd highest points through week 6 and then just collapsed. But even in your last win, low points.
But Brian, I mean, you're at the lowest points, and you're going to be a 3. I mean, I don't think we've ever seen anything like that.
Yeah, would be a huge win.
Potential 3 over Colin. We don't know.
If you vault over Colin with a win here, that is pretty crazy for the playoff situation for sure. But big game will determine that. The next one is a shakeup. I'm making a move here from being out of the playoffs into suddenly sneaking in via points. Going back a few weeks, I've been out. I don't think I've been in the playoffs all year. If you go back to week 8, I was 40 out. Before that, I was 24. Then I dropped to 49, and I was 23. It's just every time. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's pretty crazy to kind of just keep getting it. But the explosion week came at a good time. I'm now 21 points up. That is certainly not in any way safe enough to say, but I'm in. I'm certainly thankful for JSN's emergence. He is the number 1 receiver in all of fantasy. Continues to be just great for me. Biggest issue with them is they get up by so much they stop passing the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Huge win helped me out, but come on, I'm hardly locked in. 2 games out, and could possibly sneak in if things get crazy with wins. I'm 2 games back of Brian. If I were to get 2
that
wins,
would throw a monkey wrench into things big time, though.
Yeah, because if I beat Joel, then I definitely vault over them and wins.
Yes,
and
it definitely
loses,
pushes Brian out completely.
Yeah, it gets
the only way you could do it.
Yep.
Okay.
Next up, we get Rachel, who is now the 6th seed, hanging into that last playoff spot. It's not by a ton, but it's a comfortable 10.5. It's better than the 1 point it was last week for me. She's got to be thankful for those 2 guys with similar names, Devontae and Javonte. Those 2 have been great steals for her. Javonte as the running back, Devontae as the wide receiver. Just amazing performances from some later round picks for her there. She too is 2 games out of the wins, just like me. Points, it's a little more dicey, but not too much more than me. She's in a similar situation. But if Brian falls out, I think she's in very good shape.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really different. Once we eliminate the Joel Parker thing, or we eliminate the me thing, depending on who gets that, she has a better path. So as weird as it is, I think she's actually rooting for Colin this week.
Yes, to push Brian out. Yes, to push Brian out.
To push Brian out. Yep. The biggest drop, going from in the playoffs to the 7th seed, not only falling out, but falling out of the points as well, is Joel and Parker. They got to be thankful for their top 2 picks. They've been great, especially C-Mac, with a lot of us being a little nervous and not touching him. They are currently 11 back of Rachel. They're only 1 game out of the wins, though. They're the only team at 6-6. Points, obviously, is in play, too. They have the easiest path to get back in of the teams that are out for sure. But I think they would hate to have to go into the last week scrambling. So big week this week against this guy. Next, Tamala, you actually moved up a spot. You were in 9th, you're now in 8th. Congratulations. You are, unfortunately, though, 61.5 points out.
And I believe I had 50-something points out last week, so I actually lost.
Yeah.
You actually had a good week and still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. You fell about 10 more points behind.
I didn't realize that you actually went backwards, Matt, with a good week.
I tried to tell you weren't going to be that thrilled when you saw this.
Man, at like 150, you had an awesome week, man.
You had 150 and fell further back. Well, at least you spent all your money. You got something to be thankful for, though. One of your big running backs is coming back. He opened the practice window today for Omarion. That's got to be at least a little rosy news for you. On the downside, though, you are officially eliminated from wins. You cannot get in via wins. Points, long shot, but not impossible.
60.
It's 30 a week.
Here's what I want you to think about, though. When we were, you were discussing earlier that this week had a lot of haves and have-nots. Put his score up next to any of the have-nots, and it's there.
Yeah, not enough of the have-nots were in front of him, apparently.
The have-nots, that's what I'm saying. The have-nots have to fall in certain spots for this to work. But
yeah. Speaking of some of the have-nots, on to the next game would be Michael. And he vaults from 10 to 9. He's got to be thankful. It looks like Burrow's coming back this week. He is 66 points out. He is also eliminated from wins. He's only got 3. He's out. So very similar situation to Tamala. He's got to really, really hope. So very tough, but not impossible. For Jake, You know, a guy who was on an unbelievable roll, just winning, putting up huge points.
Jake, will you do me a favor and go back to last week and Jake's number? I just want to do a quick compare contrast here.
37. 93.
Okay, that's my compare contrast. Thank you.
Yeah. Rachel put up a big week and beat him by like 60, and then I put up an even bigger week and beat him by like 75.
Everyone, and also Brian getting the win, then
yep.
It messes it up even more for him.
Yeah, it was a mess. So I think Jake is probably thankful for the good times before they ended. He is now somehow, even though in 10th, he's 2 games out of wins. You know, he's got the same chance as me and Rachel to maybe sneak in via wins, but I don't think he's coming up with 94 points. If we're saying Michael and Tamala are in trouble, we are definitely saying Jake is in trouble.
So can I just point out a couple things that is not on this chart?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right.
So one thing I noticed that Casey by far has the lowest points against.
I was mentioning that today to JT.
He was.
Yeah.
My counter to that, Tamala, was he has the most points for, so it wouldn't matter as much.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. But it wasn't always that way at the beginning of the year. Like it's trended downwards, his points.
Yeah, I mean, you're saying that it's contributed to the 4-game win streak, which is giving him the bye.
And for Michael and myself, we by far have the most points against.
Yeah. I was looking at that. Yep. I mean, both over 1,700. So,
like, I think the next closest is like 80 points away.
Yeah.
Only one person has more points for than they have points against.
Right. Yep.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. You guys have definitely caught it the worst. It's why you're 9 and 10. I mean, that's going to contribute. That's where, you know, you see the points against hurts. It always hurts. All right. I know Rachel was making comment on this before. I love that she assumes I'm just supposed to predict everything perfectly every week. So I'm sorry. I did try. Still haven't been too bad if you go back to my original ones. For the outlook here, the way I see it right now, in for sure, Casey and Scrown, I think you guys are both pretty locked. Okay. I think Colin's got a really good shot. I think the final 3-spot fight is between all those teams, though. I mean, I know Jake is like super long shot, but I think I'm putting him back in the Dunzo category. He's been in, he's been out, but I think really everybody has a chance. It's 2 weeks to go. There is not a single team that couldn't possibly make it. So there you go. That's why we have our league set up the way
awesome.
I think it's cool. And even Rachel, I know. I am sorry.
Wins.
I am sorry, Rachel. I did not mean to not perfectly call this, but if you look back through what I've called, I've been pretty close. My guess is still that Casey and Scrown will get the buys. I still think Colin gets the 3 seed. I do think Joel and Parker, especially if they beat me this week and Brian loses, I think they steal that playoff spot. I'm still predicting that. Rachel, you want the kiss of death. You got it. You and I am predicting to make the playoffs via points, so good luck with that. And I am saying that Michael comes in after that. Tamala is followed by Jake. And Brian, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm moving you to the basement again.
Still have him on the outside looking in, even though he's has that 4 seed right now.
Yeah, I think he loses to Colin, and as soon as he does, he drops down to 10.
Okay.
Sorry,
Brian. I know you're a loyal listener.
Well, good news, Brian. Based on what your wife says, you're going to be in first place by the end of the next week because of my prediction. And I gave it a whirl. That's where we're at, boys.
Thank you. Fantastic job on that. Hats off there, buddy. Excellent work.
Thanks, man. The next week is always the most fun for me because the next week is the one where we can do like truly scenario-based, best case, worst case stuff.
It's awesome. It's absolutely fascinating that everyone's still in this one, man.
Yeah. I think that part is awesome too. I love that even those that are struggling are not 100% dead.
So Brian, does Brian make it in with one win, one of the 2 wins?
It all depends on what Joel and Parker do. If Joel and Parker win twice, then no. But if Joel and Parker win once, then
and he wins twice.
No, if Brian wins once and they win once, he's got it. But if he gets a win, he knocks out all of us that are 2 games out of him.
Okay.
But then there's his brother. Like there's so much to it.
But then you're
there's
playing Talon in that first game who goes up. All right.
It's a lot. There's all kinds of fun stuff to look at, though.
All right. Looking up at this week's matchup, and just a reminder, there are games on Thursday.
And
Friday.
And Friday.
And Friday. All right. I'm taking on Jake. Right now I'm projected to win 130 to 127. Although I have some moves to make.
Looks like his lineup is set. Not to say that there's no one that there aren't moves to make.
Hey, if this was up, I was a little behind. But Brian, just to clarify from what I was referring to before, I think if Joel and Parker wins twice and you win once, you would both be the same record, and they're pretty comfortably ahead of you in points. Yeah. Sorry if that was already covered.
Yep.
Go ahead, Tamala. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's looks like it's going to be close, and a lot of it just depends on who's playing and who's not. So,
and the Lamar Jackson show up for you, buddy.
I think there's not a single person that has somebody in right now that's out on a bye. Who are the buys this week?
I don't think there are any buys this week.
So they have no buys this week, but then they bring them back next week?
Yeah.
Super
because of
cool
the Thanksgiving games?
I don't think they ever have buys during Thanksgiving.
That feels like the time that they would want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And God forbid these players get time with their families, but go ahead.
Next up, we have Colin taking on Brian.
Huge.
Right now, Colin's projected 129 to 125.
This is being declared the game of the week.
He took himself out of it.
Yeah, I'm not in it this time. This is the game of the week. It's fascinating what happens here to see if Brian drops all the way down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And Colin's fighting for the bye.
There are a lot of players going on Thursday for this. This may be a terrible Thanksgiving for the Gallagher brothers.
Don't forget Friday too, because Brian's got Saquon.
Yep. Game of the week.
Man.
Not even
close, man, Tamala, this is the best. Thursday, Friday. You're sweating and it's one of your teams on Friday. Oh man, buddy.
On a weird game. I know you. Is that one on Netflix?
Yeah, I believe yes.
I think it actually streams on the Fantasy Trail.
So here's the question, and he doesn't have him in right now. Will Jacobs play for Colin?
How close was he to playing this week?
Yeah, I mean, they ruled him out pretty early. Like, it wasn't.
So what about this? Will Drake London play?
Limited participant practice.
So London doesn't have a projection. Jacob does. London
ruled
has
out for Sunday's game.
Jacob only has till Thursday at 1.
London is ruled out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brian gets Bucky Irving back though.
Yep.
Very big.
Very big.
His team looks a lot better when he's got him in there.
Yeah.
So, if you're Brian, are you going Seahawks, Commanders, or Packers? You got Packers at Detroit. You got Commanders home against Denver. And you got Seahawks home against Minnesota.
I think you're going Packers.
I think you go Packers too.
After that 7, he just dropped.
That's just it's not only just that 1-7. They've been bad.
Brian seems ready.
Winston lit them up.
Yeah, true. It's I agree with him there too. The Thursday's brutal. Thursdays suck.
No.
Don't like
Game of the week though.
Game of the week. Game of the week, brothers.
Next up, we have Casey taking on the Michael Thomas. Right now, Casey's projected 150 to Michael's 140.
Michael, I'll tell you, if he could go on a skid right now and lose the next 2 games, it really would really help me. But
now, so this is interesting though. You know, he is playing Bengals, which should be Burrow, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And with Chase coming back without T. Higgins.
Yep.
look, you'd like to think so. And look, there's a scenario where the Bengals can win that division, which I would have said no to. But I mean, like, it requires a lot of other teams losing. But like, for Burrow to come back, this is the time to do it.
Casey also, I mean, I think all of us are in this situation because of so many good teams. But he's got Cowboys quarterback Amon-Ra. He's got Pickens. He's got Bates, and then he's got Swift on Friday. He gets a lot of stuff early there.
Yeah, I mean, like they're
same thing with Michael.
Right. Yep, they're the right
Bengals QB Chase Brown, and
too many early games to not be playing. You know what I mean?
Tyler Luke. Plus he gets Bears. I mean, they each have 4 or 5 guys. That's stressful.
I think it's interesting. Right now he has Harrison Jr. in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Harrison Jr. is going to play.
Well, I think he slides in Godwin or Marks.
Trey Benson.
That one, I mean, who knows? Does anybody have any idea what's going on in the Arizona situation?
I don't know. We'll see. That's an interesting one. You're right.
Next, we have Cuzzy Bowl. So, this is kind of nice because, it's all about family at Thanksgiving.
Well, it's definitely not game of the week here.
Oh, man. Rachel, that's tough. That guy, I've seen that guy anoint a ham sandwich the game of the week, and he won't call this one it?
She's projected to win. That's why it's not the game of the week. Oh, yeah. Rachel's projected to win 147 to 141.
Rachel's got 2 guys Friday, 1 guy Thursday. Scrino, you have 2 guys Friday, 2 guys Thursday. Oh, man. Yeah. And you got your quarterback Thursday, Scrino.
Quarterback going. I think we're going with it, man. Look, I mean, it's just a situation where I'm really looking for the win. She's really looking for points, but it'd be still nice to take a win here. Yeah, she's projected to win. Her team looks really strong, but I like that I could pull this one.
So, Scrino, I'll leave you out of this conversation, but we'll bring Brian into it. Would you play the Cardinals quarterback over the Colts playing Houston?
Man.
Oh, you're talking about for Rachel here.
Or for Rachel.
Yeah, I mean, Rachel and all of us got firsthand look at just how tough Houston could be. Colts are home. Houston they play a little worse on the road.
Right.
Definitely a better squad on the home. I am definitely nervous about the Colts QB situation after the last few weeks. Has not scored above 18 since week 8. And then they've seemed to have figured out Danny Dimes a little bit. Lots of turnovers lately. Just seeing a lot of interceptions, a lot of fumbles. Just a little nervous about that. I don't know what Brian would say there. I can't say I love the Cardinals quarterback situation, but they're putting up good numbers.
Yeah, they're putting up points. It's kind of like a Winston situation.
Yeah, and Tampa Bay's beat up.
The numbers are better than I really thought.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's beat up. They haven't been playing well. Boy, I'm sure Rachel's thinking about it. I'm sure she's thinking about it. She's a pretty loyal person, though. She's one of those dance with the guy that brought you, so it could be interesting.
Oh, Brian speaks.
I mean, I'd be thinking about it.
I don't know who Jacoby is. I know who total Cardinals quarterback is.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and we do have a question from another fan. Would you trade Drake May for Joe Burrow?
Wow, it's a late trade deadline.
I keep May. I think the Bengals lose one more game and the injury's still lurking around. There's potential that Burrow plays one game and doesn't play for the rest of the season.
Yeah, or if he gets banged in the slightest into that foot and starts limping.
If there's any reason, if they're out of the playoffs, he doesn't play.
Yeah,
I'd always question.
Mike,
I would always
your
question
counter
it.
for that is does May need to play the last couple weeks? Plus, May has a bye still.
So
Oh,
this is what I would say. It depends on your team. If you have a pretty solid team and you need steady quarterback play, I would keep Drake May.
But if you desperately need some points or something, maybe.
Yeah, if you need a little bit more of a moonshot and you need the big points and the big shot, I would trade for Burrow.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, guys, next week Drake May's out.
Yep.
Next week Drake May's out. If you got 2 weeks left like we do and you're fighting for a playoff spot, you could get 2 starting quarterback and then
that's a ridiculously late buy. Ew.
Yeah. So
Ew.
Now to the guy who has him as the quarterback.
Ew.
I don't love it.
Ridiculous.
All right. Final matchup. We have JT taking on
his old lady
and his son.
Yep.
JT, what do you think, man?
I think I am so loaded up on Thursday that it is either going to be the greatest day or the worst day. I mean, it's Kareem Hunt, it's Derrick Henry, it's CeeDee Lamb, it's Zay Flowers. It's just, oh boy,
big day for you. It's a big day.
I don't like it.
At least most of it is after dinner, I'm hoping. So, dinner should go smoothly. And then
4:30, 4:30, 8:20, 8:20. Yep, you're right. Get the Patriots QB Monday night. So I got that one to wait on too. If I look over at Joel and Parker, they got Worthy and Ravens defense if they keep them. So not a huge Thursday for them. And then they get to save Wandale for Monday as well. So moves that could potentially be made, but
Yeah, I would like to see them make some moves. I guess they get McLaurin back possibly, but playing Denver.
They have to do something for that flex. Cup and Shaheed are awful.
Yeah. All right, we did get some clarification. He's got Drake May, Daddle, Henry, Rice, Chase, Loveland, and Harvey, Troy Franklin.
I think I'm looking more at his record though, and seeing if he needs to take a huge risk with Burrow.
I don't know. He's got solid running backs. He's got 2 top wide receivers. I mean, his flex is his tight end is but I would
probably.
Depends how deep
the league is. You never know. I mean,
yeah.
I look. If you really need some major win, and you almost need a miracle to happen, I'd make the trade.
Yeah, I mean, if you need wins and May's going on by trading for Burrow, but I think if you're pretty steady, keep May.
I think it also matters who his current backup quarterback is, because if he's got a garbage backup quarterback and there's nothing left on the wire, you trade that and you get 2 weeks of Burrow. That's a big deal instead of 1 week of May and 1 week of whoever the garbage is.
Or if you're in a playoff position already, then it's a late trade deadline.
Very late.
Very late.
All right. We got to take this family weekend and all attempt to go beat our significant others in fantasy, of course.
And my cousin.
There you go.
Well, Scarano, do we have any hot takes?
I don't have a hot take. Just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday. It's not even close. I know I scheduled a son's birthday on the Friday. It was really the old lady. Hate to apologize to anyone who might need to come to it to watch it. We'll watch the game in the bar over by the place. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Sounds good, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys as well. And our viewers, always enjoy having Rachel Bryan and Manuel Silva.
And thanks, guys, for having the show on a different day here as well. There's another one because that was me.
I appreciate the viewers. Love that they're here. They comment a lot. They really keep up with it. They give us, guff, but it's awesome to have you guys here.
Yeah.
Thankful for it.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
All right, happy Thanksgiving
on YouTube and Spotify. Fantasy Trail, kickers are back, quarterbacks in the league. Fantasy Trail, join us every Wednesday, 9 o'clock, on YouTube and Spotify.